Hey man, say man, welcome back to another episode of Screwston Media TV, man. Man, I waited a couple months. And I think it's time for me to speak on that Z-Ro Trae situation. One of the reasons why I ain't spoke on this because I'm not gonna say they family, but my people know both Z-Ro and Trae. If I ain't mistaken, I believe Z-Ro used to date my cousin. You know what I'm saying, back in the day. And Z-Ro Trae used to come to my neighborhood park, you know what I'm saying, in Piney Point, Texas, you know what I'm saying, on the west side, southwest side of Houston. The name of the park is Walter J. Rasmus Park, for Janetta and LePan. So, I guess I kind of consider them family. And plus, I grew up jamming them, you know what I'm saying. If you know me, my neighborhood, my family, we grew up jamming Z-Ro and Trae. Not just Z-Ro, not just Trae, but them together, you know what I'm saying. Especially when they came together and did songs, it seemed like they was the best duo on the H, you know what I'm saying? Really in the South, in my opinion. But the reason why, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really speak on this because, you know, it's really just a weird situation for me. You know what I'm saying? Because these some of my favorite artists. Not just in Houston, but just in the game, period. But, you know, I've been seeing things transpire. Of course, we seen, you know what I'm saying, the fight situation, which I thought was fucked up. You know what I'm saying, on Trae and ABN part. I don't care how you slice it and dice it. I don't care what happened. Jumping a nigga, bro, that shit is just not cool to me. You know what I'm saying? But, anyway, recently, you know what I'm saying, we've been seeing a lot of back and forth. Trae going to court. Trae and J-Ton had to turn themselves in because on the state picked up the charges, and then I guess allegedly Roe decided to press charges. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the ins and outs of it. But what I do want to speak on is that these last two situations where Trae went to the court, he was on the news with his lawyer, then Z-Ro went to court, and he was on the news with his lawyer. That's what I don't like about it. I feel like they both being petty at this point. Now, I know some people gonna say, yeah, they wrong for doing Z-Ro that way. Z-Ro, you know what I'm saying? If I was Z-Ro, I'd do the same thing. I understand that. I'm not mad at what Z-Ro did. Matter of fact, I'm not mad at what grown-ass man or woman decide to do what's best for them. I'm not mad about that. I don't care. But this type of shit going to the news, having your lawyers and all that, that shit petty. And then you got Roe lawyer, Z-Ro lawyer talking about some, oh, I personally think Trae music is trash. Man, look. Now, we probably all can agree that Z-Ro probably makes the better music, which I agree. I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. But we ain't gonna knock Trae like Trae ain't carved out a career for himself neither. Like, a lot of people like knocking Trae, oh, Trae, man, you know what I'm saying, don't nobody jam Trae music. Nah, that's a motherfucking lie. You know what I'm saying? He dropped, when he dropped Lose Composure, same thing, different day, Restless, Life Goes On. Just them albums right there, Trae, and like that was after the Gorilla Mob shit. Trae carved out a career for himself. Then them 48-hour mixtapes. Every time he dropped one, them hoes jamming. So we ain't gonna just knock Trae like Trae don't be jamming. Like, we ain't gonna knock Trae like Trae don't be jamming, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trae do be jamming. But it's the fact that, you know, he was aligned with an artist that's a guy that's great at what he do. Z-Ro's a great artist. He make beats, he sing, cold on the mic. You know what I'm saying? So we all can agree that Z-Ro makes the better music. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. I just feel like they both being petty. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if the situation already been handled, then move on. Because after the situation, they talked on the phone for like 3-4 hours, according to Trae, Z-Ro himself, Mike D. And Mike D said Kiki was on the phone as well. So, like, what's going on? Why do we constantly gotta see this shit progress as it is? I feel like this shit should have been worked out privately. And like, I know they saying Z-Ro called out Trae and Trae want to do it. Oh, that's cool, but that shit need to be held basically within that camp. Cause everybody screaming and hollering this family shit. I mean, nigga, everybody know about it. And that's why I ain't spoke on this shit, because I'm really not trying to be biased, because I fuck with both of them. But I feel like they both being petty. Now, was ABN and Trae wrong for jumping that man? Yeah. But I feel like all this lawyers going to the news and all that shit petty too, bro. Like, come on, man. So I just feel like cause at this point we know they ain't gonna make no music together. We can cut that out. They not making no music together. So if anybody expecting that shit dead at this point. I personally as a fan, I wish they would, but I know they not. But I just feel like they both being petty, and I ain't gonna say they need to grow up, but they just need to move on. I see other people, I ain't gonna speak on their name, they talking about rats, he a rat, this and that, man. Look, I'm not speaking on that. Y'all feel how y'all feel, I'ma feel how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Bro did what was best for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say was it right or wrong. That I ain't gonna speak on. You know what I'm saying? But he did what was best, he felt like was best for him in that situation. So I just feel like they both need to move on. And just forget about it, you know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like they both being petty, you know what I'm saying? And Ro Lawyer going on there talking about Trae music trash, that shit lame, bro. You supposed to be professional. I understand you and Ro cool. He gave you a 1D chain, all that's cool. But you supposed to be professional. You are a professional lawyer. You don't put your personal opinions on somebody else's music or career. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that, you know what I'm saying? You don't put your personal opinions on somebody else's career and stuff like that, man. That's called defamation of character. If Trae wanted to swim for that, he could. You know what I'm saying? Your job is to represent your client to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? You don't goddamn put your personal opinion on that man's music. That's why I say that shit petty, because now it just seems like now the lawyers getting involved, speaking for them. I feel like them two need to come out and just do an interview with somebody and speak on it, bro. All this your lawyers and then Mike D going on Real Tune TV speaking about it. Nah, bro, like, they need to speak about it. Like, that's what I want to see. Like, I would actually watch that. If Trae went down and sat with somebody, did an interview about it, and bro sat down and interviewed with somebody and really go in depth about what happened in their differences of the years, you know what I'm saying? Because we know they been dissing each other for years, bro. Way back to like 99, 2000. Bro had a song called We The Shit. I mean, he didn't have a song, but Big Mo had a song called We The Shit featuring Z-Ro and ESG. Bro dissed them on that. Bro had another song, I forgot, Hustling, All I Could Do. He dissed Trae on that. And then Gorilla Mob, Dougie D and Trae came back on that Pride Before the Fall. Like, man, they been going back and forth. But they need to come out and just really settle down and talk about what the fuck their differences is on different platforms. Because we know they ain't gonna be in the same room together, but they need to go on different platforms and speak about it. But I just wanted to get on here and just, you know what I'm saying, speak my piece about it, because, like I said, I just feel like they both being petty, man. It's time to move on, real talk. One love.